Imagine a bird can travel incredible distances, flying across the vast oceans and continents non-stop, over 10,000 kilometers each year. You might picture huge birds like eagle, but it's tiny, mighty, the spoonbill sandpiper. No bigger than a cup of coffee, 14 to 16 centimeters in size, with wings so small, you wonder how they managed to carry it. This little shorebird, with its distinctive spoon-shaped bill, it has its nickname called spoonies. It migrates from the frozen tundra of northeastern Russia to the tropical shores of Southeast Asia. But here's the thing, it's critically endangered, with fewer than 700 individuals left in the wild. So, why does this tiny bird matter? What can it teach us about our world? Today, I'll show you how the spoonbill sandpiper represents more than just a bird, but it's a symbol of change, connection, and a call to action for a better environment. Let's take a step back for a moment. Picture a world without world migratory bird. Ducks, geese, shorebirds travel thousands of miles year after year. They're not just beautiful, they're essential for our ecosystems, playing crucial roles in maintaining nature's balance. So, these birds travels for food, to breed, and to escape from the harsh winter condition. Their roots, called flyway, they have been passed down through generations. The East Asian Australasian Flyway, EAAF, is the largest flyway among the 9 big flyways in the world. It's stretching across 20 countries from the Alaska, Russia, Asia, and Australia and New Zealand. The flyway is vital not just for the birds, but for the biodiversity and communities depend on their habitats. Migration is more than instinct. It's essential for their survival. Birds time their migrations to align with seasonal changes, when food is plentiful or breeding conditions are optimal. These journeys reflect the delicate balance of nature and the interconnectedness of the ecosystems and biodiversity. Now, let's explore why migratory birds are often considered as an ambassador of ecosystems and indicators of the biodiversity. More than just thrive, they connect diverse habitats and play crucial roles in keeping ecosystems and biodiversity healthy. For instance, as migratory birds feed on insects and plants, they help control pest populations, additionally pollinate flowers, contributing to the health of various ecosystems. Even their droppings enrich the soil, fostering plant growth, while their migration carries seeds across the vast distances. Picture the spoonbill sandpiper. I'll just call it Spoonie because it's easy to. Spoonies resting in a wetland, consuming tiny invertebrates. In doing so, it sustains itself while helping to maintain the balance of the ecosystem in the wetlands. When these birds thrive, it signals that their habitats are healthy, making them powerful indicators of environmental well-being. The migratory birds are not only vital for their ecosystems, but also a big impact on our economies. They support livelihoods through activities like ecotourism and play an essential role in agriculture health. They can provide weed control, also restoration of bird habitats like wetlands can also have reduced the conflicts between the human being and birds. By restoration, they can have their own habitats they can actually live on, and ourselves can do the agriculture without the disturbance from the birds. Their presence and actions illustrate the interconnectedness of the nature and biodiversity and the importance of preserving their habitats, not only for the bird, but for all of us. When their populations decline, it's a sign that something's wrong in our planet. Conserving these birds means protecting ourselves and our planet. Let's turn our attention back to our feathered friends, spoonies. The spoonbill sandpiper's long migratory journey teaches us even the smallest creatures can inspire the significant change. When I first entered the field of bird conservation, I wasn't particularly passionate. Actually, I studied art in university, and I have no idea, and I couldn't identify the cranes, the different types of cranes. And the birds that I only knew was like pigeons and crows, the birds that we actually see at the park, like near our apartment. But as I started to look at the birds, especially spoonies, seeing that how these tiny birds can actually migrate to over 10,000 kilometers every year, and what they do for our own ecosystems, I was so amazed, and I started to feel it, that I appreciate the environments, that I realized how incredible these birds are, and how vital they are for our own biodiversity. Think of how many others are unaware of these diverse migratory birds and the importance of their habitats. Just like the wings of spoonbill sandpiper, even small actions can make a big difference. Every small action we take, reducing plastic use, participating in the local conservation activities like restoring their habitats, and just joining the birdwatching activities and share with your friends or bring your friends to the Ramjong Reservoir or the tidal flats next to the Songdo is also contribute to meaningful change. So, how we can actually see a difference in conservation? One powerful way is supporting the East Asian Australasian Flyway Partnership, where I'm currently working at. This partnership brings together 18 national governments and 22 intergovernmental organizations, international organizations, NGOs, corporates. And this is the largest flyway in the world. Our mission is to protect birds, their habitats, and reduce threats and promote sustainable practices that help support both migratory waterbeds and communities. Ourselves depend on their habitats. The EAFP designates crucial areas that's important for the birds and the human being, and we call it flyway network sites, recognized for their ecological significance and the value for our planet. These sites are actively managed to sustain bird populations and the economics and life people depend on it. So we also do have sister sites. So we connect the sites, flyway network sites, in different areas, in different regions, and different countries, so that they can share their knowledge and develop their capacities, so that they can have a better understanding on the habitats and to make better policies on the conservation along the flyways. So we decided to start the sister sites program because we call it the flyway network site, which is the network is very important, and we thought that giving the better connectivity is the way that we can strengthen our conservation. For instance, recent collaborative efforts about the spoonbill sandpiper was putting solar power satellite transmitters. This project involving not only EAFP, but the Thailand government and the university and the other international organizations like WWT and RSPB was part of this project. So we monitor their migratory routes and identify crucial habitats that require protection and conservation. Of course, when we do this project, we also had to be involved in the local community. So community involvement has been crucial as researchers has to go into the private property to facilitate the monitoring survey. This collaboration shows how local communities are important for the conservation efforts, showing that everyone can be a wing in the bird cult called conservation. So I would like to take another bird species, black-faced spoonbill. You probably know about it. This is the flagship species of the intercity as well. And its population has increased less than 10,000 individuals in the 1990s, and it has more than 6,000 individuals now. It's all because the continuous conservation activities and local collaborations like it happening to the spoonbill sandpiper. So think of a bird's migratory journey like a long road trip. Just as we rely on gas stations and rest stops, they need a safe habitats and the resting areas. This connectivity is vital. To effectively conserve migratory birds, we must collaborate across borders, much like planning a road trip, which is every stop so important. One country alone cannot save the birds. It's like having a highway with no gas station and hotels. When a bird migrates, it needs reliable rest stops, safe wetlands, or feeding grounds, or resting grounds. It is to recharge for the next long journey, and if one region loses its wetlands or fails to manage it, the entire migratory path, the flyway, is going to be disrupted. So just like a well-planned road trip requires condition, we need global cooperation like we do at the EAFP to create a robust network of protected habitats and ensuring both birds and biodiversity can thrive. So I would like to also talk about technology. So this week, there was the very first EFP Flyway Science Symposium. It's now currently held in China this week. And I would like to emphasize the importance of technology for the conservation as well. So technology is also a powerful ally in conservation today. And our advances in GPS trackers, AI helps us to keep monitoring and identify birds for the accurate survey results and a better development on the conservation guidelines. So we allow scientists to track their movements, challenges, and critical habitats. With this kind of real-time data, conservationists can identify areas needing protection, advocate for policy changes, and ensure migratory routes remain safe. I believe connectivity between conservationists, scientists, even engineers is also important as cooperation between the conservationists. So, the power of the collective action is immense. Each of us make a difference. We can make a difference. It could be as simple as sharing what you've learned about migratory birds. Maybe you can just share the one that you heard from here to the friends, to your family, and to your loved ones. So you can just share some posts from the EFP Secretariat on the social media so that many people could know more about the migratory birds and learn more about it and see how important they are. Or I also recommend just taking a moment to appreciate the amazing nature, and that is just the first step to being a conservationist. Imagine if everyone took action, the ripple effect would be profound. Whether art, science, or community efforts, our collective voices connected with one goal drive meaningful change. So I would like to introduce one way to engage in these collective actions through SEPA. This is the easiest way you can be part of these conservation activities. So SEPA is communication, education, participation, and awareness. Here are a few ways you can get involved. So first, communication. So share what you know about migratory birds and their habitats and biodiversity with your family, friends, or on social media. Second is education. Organize community events to raise awareness about the importance of migratory water birds. 3 is participation. You can join conservation programs like restoration of the tidal flats and all the island for the breeding habitats. Or also, you can just join the local bird watching groups. There are several bird watching groups in Incheon too. You can just go to the BFS Eco Center near the Namdong Reservoir right across the bridge from Songdo. And you also can go to the Tongdo tidal flat with your bring just binoculars and watch the birds. And you will see the birds you haven't seen in your life before. And 4 is awareness. You can advocate for policies that protect wetlands and flyways and promote it and share it with your friends and the loved ones. So I would like to introduce about World Migratory Bird Day. This is one of the best way to do the CPOT activities. So World Migratory Bird Day is a day to celebrate how important the migratory birds they are. So as we just observed World Migratory Bird Day on October 12th, we are reminded of the urgency of the protecting birds under the theme of insects, which is also important for the birds. So this day is not just about admiring migratory birds, it's call to action. It's a global effort to raise awareness, educate communities, and promote conservation. EFP is also the official partner of this campaign. And whenever you go, you want to know about World Migratory Bird Day, you can just go to our website, or there's also official website of the World Migratory Bird Day. So I encourage you to celebrate together the World Migratory Bird Day, which is on second Saturday of May and October. In conclusion, the story of migratory water birds is one of connection between countries, communities, and people. The spoonbill sandpiper, with its tiny wings, which is like, their body is like less than like 14 centimeters, serve as a powerful reminder that even the smallest action can lead to a monumental change. Now, I invite each one of you, audience, to become wings of conservation. Together, we can help the bird called conservation spread its wings and fly widely. Let's unite in our commitment to protect our planet and our future, where these incredible birds can continue to soar. Conservation isn't just about saving species, it's about saving ourselves, our planet, our environment. Each one of us has a role to play in this journey of change. Thank you for joining me today. Together we can be the wings of change. Thank you.